The battle spell I always use with Selena is Flicker, because of how flexible I find it to be on Selena. However, judging by the enemy team comp, I wanted to see if another battle spell would work. In this case, I decided to use Flameshot. In this match, we were definitely in a run for our money. Lancelot is considered to be one of the best junglers in this meta. Dealing with all his mobility is going to be quite tedious. Once again, they also have Florin, and Florin literally works with every single team comp. Her heals in the late game especially are very crazy. My rotation consists of placing one trap on the jungle creep and one trap on the corresponding middle push. Since the buffs spawn at 25 seconds, it makes your rotation much easier. You'll be able to place 2 traps and use 2 enhanced basic attacks. After that, it's up to you what you want to do. But I just keep giving vision and gathering intel. Maybe even enemy used a certain battle spell, or if the enemy jungler used retreat, or where the enemies are exactly, if they're missing. This is why I emphasize the importance of camping and engaging at the right time. Novaria and Florin were honestly being kind of aggressive here, and when I saw Florin was low enough and she came over to my side, I decided to attack her. Honestly, since it was a 2v1, it would have made sense for me to reveal myself and, try to make them back off. However, if I did that, the chances of us killing Florin would be 0 to none. I'm waiting in this area trying to keep my distance from the minion wave so that I don't show myself to the enemy. I'm also just trying to wait for my second skill. I also really like this bush because many people wouldn't really expect for somebody to be in this bush. And so it's honestly a good spot to camp. Good thing about Flameshot is it has multiple uses. It's not just an offensive tool, but also a defensive tool. If you're ever in a tricky situation, you can always just push back the enemies. Yes, arguably it may not be like the best tool to defend yourself, but it does buy you a few seconds for maybe your skills or for your teammates to come and help you. And for less mobile heroes, that small pushback might stop their pursuit entirely. This is one of my favorite areas to wait, because again, usually the enemies wouldn't really expect an arrow from this side, since it's more like on their territory, if you know what I mean. So like, why would an arrow come from that side? I always like to think of what the enemies might be thinking. I like to mind game my enemies. I've been consistently sniping from this bush, and I'm honestly surprised it's still working. Like, you think after one too many times, enemies would finally pay attention, but I guess not. After a team fight or a small skirmish, I always like to leave traps around the map, or around the area specifically, because usually the enemies would always like to get a cheeky kill, and honestly traps prevent this from happening. I'm pinging our Moskov to retreat because I saw Lance on the map for a second and then he disappeared and I thought he was going to go gank our Moskov. Although my ping was faulty, it's better to be safe than sorry. We do have the lead, but I definitely don't want Lancelot to get any amount of gold since a Lancelot with items is very scary. Every time I shoot an arrow, I always like to rotate around, because the best way to hear stuns is by throwing arrows and moving around constantly. If the enemies can't keep track of you, then you can easily stun them. Another thing is to conceal your arrows with the map. Use obstacles to hide your arrows. And if you're really up for the challenge, then shoot your arrows between jungle creeps. Although yes, you might end up just stunning the jungle creep instead, but I do think that it conceals your arrow quite well. Also, another small habit I like to do, it's not that important but I might as well just say it. This is more specifically targeted towards the XP crab and the gold crab. If you know that none of your teammates want to take it, then I highly suggest you take it. Because Selena clears jungle creeps really fast, and it'll only take you one combo just to get it. Meaning you won't waste too much time, plus you'll be getting more gold and XP. Again, it's not that important, so don't prioritize it over anything else. But since Selena can do it really well, and if you have the time, then I suggest you try to take it. This play was very satisfying. Since the turtle has spawned, it's best that I start scanning the area and placing more traps and bushes. I want to give our jungler the best chance of him taking the turtle, without any chances of the enemy stealing it. This entire play felt like an explosion. The enemies literally disappeared. This is also a good bush to snipe from. No one ever really hides over here, meaning the enemies don't really expect an arrow to come from this side. So, about this Flameshot. So let me tell you what happened. What happened was... the enemies keep falling for the same tricks over and over again. One thing I like to do in this situation is hugging the walls. Now, I don't know if it actually does something, but in my experiences when I hug the walls, the enemies most of the times don't even see me. And so it's a good way to guarantee an arrow. Not one flame shot, but two. That Floracy was not surviving. Now I think we should retreat here because we have more to lose than to gain. We obviously can't end the game, so the only logical solution is to retreat. Because if they manage to get some shutdown kills, it won't be good for us.
I was vulnerable once, but never again.
It may seem bad that they're outnumbering us, however Kagura is putting pressure on their base and we have Lord, meaning that we should probably stop them from recalling, or possibly just kill them.
A real villain is remembered longer than a false hero.
I honestly found Flameshot really fun, and I would say it's arguably her second best since the last spell. Obviously, depending on your playstyle and how you build Selena, you might want to adjust your spell accordingly, but Flameshot is such a versatile battle spell, especially if you main heroes who you have to aim your skills with, and Flameshot will be really good for you.